Yeah,
Distracted.
I'm doing homework.
Ready for the intro?
Yep.
Alright then. Hey guys, it's Zeno.
Hi, it's Kelsey.
Hello, it's Yuri.
And it's Crimson!
And Bradley will hopefully be here shortly. He kinda disappeared. And this is our 14th adventure in our D&D Pathfinder campaign, Shattered Star, the Shards of Sin. In our last adventure, our heroes fought the Tower Girls, pinning them four versus an entire army of females. With Shin on the other side, things went sour quickly. Eventually, he disappeared into the tower, away from the rest of the party. Isaac and Kontu fought them off as hard as they could, the girls staying hidden behind on the staircase. Isaac almost got away, almost retreating, except that Alaya, who led the charge in her were-rat form, tripped him and knocked him out. Kontu put up a valiant fight, unable to be struck for several times, to the point where they even made a bet on who could try to hit him first. But eventually, the orc fell. The two girls fled, running as fast as they can, being chased by Alaya, Tower Girls, and a wave of rats. They were almost caught, save for the skeletons that Isaac had reburied saved them at the last minute, blocking up the Tower Girls from the entrance. The two girls jumped, using Lilina's Featherfall to slow their descent. But there was a tragic sight at the bottom. Shin had also found an exit. One more permanent. The events to follow the next several days were known only to those who lived them, the boys in the tower and the girls back in the city. We join our heroes at the beginning of this adventure in a darkened room, dimly lit. Isaac is slowly waking up to the sound of metal upon metal. His eyes flitter open, fearing combat, to see a girl dressed in a maid's outfit. She's put down a platter with 2 steaming cups on it. And that's where we'll begin today's adventure.
Woohoo.
Isaac,
Um,
good morning.
is it? Good morning. Is it food?
It looks like... Well, it looks like drink rather than food. Kontu is still asleep. He is in the bed across from you. But other than that, you can't see much.
Are my hands free yet, or am I still like?
Your hands are free. You're actually on a very soft surface, which you realize is a bed. You're indoors. The decorations are modest but ornate.
I take the drink and I thank the woman who brought it.
She ran. She saw you, gasped, and ran.
Oh, okay then. Well, I just.
As is customary when females see you.
Oh!
Ouch! Like out of character. Ouch.
Or at least see you wake up.
Anywho, I take the drink and I drink it and I feel like I haven't, like Isaac does like a face. It's like, oh, of relief, because it feels like he hasn't drank anything in days.
It's very warm. It's got several herbs in it. You hear footsteps outside as the girls enter or burst through the door.
I would say burst.
Yeah.
As Lilina and Mai burst through the doors. They're not wearing their gear. They're not wearing the leather and robes that you usually see them in. Tony.
What are they wearing?
Crimson, what are you guys wearing?
So, for myself, you see, I'm wearing a black single-strap dress that mostly exposes my left leg and my left shoulder. It's completely black. There is red butterflies lining up the right side of it to about the hip, I'm in black heels with red bows at the ankle, and like that face outward of it. And I'm also wearing nice black gloves that reach to about my elbow, and the gloves also have red butterflies running up the top of it.
Okay,
Are you
quick
also
question.
are you also wearing your onyx necklace?
Um, Actually, yeah, that would fit very well.
Cool.
Quick,
Beautiful.
quick question.
Yeah.
While me and Kantu were unconscious, they were out at a fancy party.
They may
Haven't
currently.
described the
We're,
dress yet.
we'll explain it in a
Um,
few seconds.
Mai
Give me
hasn't had a chance yet. Also, you're in bandages. Yuri.
Okay.
Would you both
Whatever.
explain yourself, or
I can try.
Go, Kelsey, go.
Okay. Mai is wearing a slightly more traditional white strapless ball gown, which reaches down to the floor. It's made of elven sky silk with black lace accents. And there is a black lace flower-like pattern from waist down, as well as black lace around the top of the dress. She's wearing white shoes with white lace and white lace flowers near the top of the shoes at the front. And I've also got a lace bracelet on with a red silk flower on the top, which is worn on my left wrist. Courtesy of Tony.
I,
Read word for word, no changing it.
I thought you also had a
Happy.
white flower in your hair.
I can wear
Okay,
a white flower
well-
in the hair.
Okay, Isaac kind of blushes and doesn't really know what to say when he sees them.
Aw.
Isaac, you're okay.
Aw. We're so happy you're alive!
Thanks. Like he says, like as he like feel like more like he's in pain, but like it's feeling a lot better than before.
The pain has actually been more or less
Soothing?
alleviated from.
Yeah. Like it's been leaving my body. Like I'm starting to hurt a lot less.
Like you hardly hurt at all. I mean, you feel a little weak,
Oh.
but
Oh. If you don't mind me asking, still completely blushing, why you all dress up like that? Wait! The first thing I say when I see them, when I blush, is damn.
it's new train.
I restrained myself from slapping him across the face.
Giggle.
No, I say it like quietly to myself so nobody really hears. So I'm like,
Damn, son!
And then
like I
he
wanted
asks.
to say to Kantu, but like Kantu is still asleep. I'm like,
Kontu actually snores.
yeah. I'm like looking at Kantu, like Kantu, damn. Oh, damn. But then I say like, why are you guys dressed up all pretty and stuff?
Sorry to throw you into this, but you're gonna help us attend a party that Lady Highmark is throwing for us.
Now? Today? Later? What?
Yes. I motion to their clothes.
There's a mannequin on the far side of the room that Isaac takes notice now. It's got a very fancy suit on it. There's also a matching mannequin opposite, but the clothes look very baggy on that one.
I want the back. No, I'm kidding. Ooh. Like Isaac looks at it like very.
Since Lilina picked it out, did you want to describe the suit?
If you want so. It is a black velvet suit with a white silk dress shirt. It is paired with a red tie, a pair of black dress shoes with red socks, and a red handkerchief to go into the breast pocket, left side. And there are also a pair of gold cufflinks, which have the Pathfinder symbol on it.
By the way, very nice choice on the red. I like red. It's beautiful.
It also kind of matches mine.
Why are we going to the party anyway?
From what we heard from Lady Highmark, it is to get endorsements for our journey, as our journey does not come cheap. So we must be on our best behavior today.
Okay then.
We're basically sending us out.
I'm glad to see you guys. I will change promptly, and hopefully Kantu will wake up so he can too.
It's great seeing you awake. I give him a quick hug and I say, we'll leave you to get dressed.
Hi. I
So-
wave awkwardly and just leave the room.
The girls leave the room. Isaac takes this time to get dressed. He finds that the suit fits quite nicely, makes him look very dapper. He takes one more look at Kantu, who rolls over and kind of swipes his hand across his face, going, He'll be joining you probably later. Waking a sleeping orc is probably not something that your father's taught you to do.
Okay, but first things first. Is there some sort of feather and white cream somewhere in this entire room?
I suppose I can give you that.
Okay.
Hold on a
I
sec.
put someone.
There is now a
I
feather
put-
and white cream somewhere in the room.
Okay, I find those two items. I put the cream in his hand. I take the feather and rub it under his nose.
Aw.
He backhands you as he rolls over. No, he I don't know, maybe he has whipped cream on his face, and now the orc is gonna have whipped cream on his
Shouldn't
or
it be
cream
like
on his
shaving foam?
whipped cream. Yeah, yes,
Like,
shaving cream,
like
shaving cream.
Shaving cream in like medieval times. Yes.
In medieval shaving
Yeah.
cream, the orc's gonna wake up with that, and he's gonna know exactly who did it.
Well, let's think about this. What's more likely, shaving cream or fucking whipped cream?
You know,
with a squirty can?
yeah, it's true. I prepared for everything except for that.
Anywho,
Okay.
I'm all dressed up, and
So let's move to the party board.
I go out to meet with the girls.
The girls are at the top of the stairs, and you three descend together to the second floor of Lady Hydemark's apartment. Or to the first floor of Lady Hydemark's apartment.
I see
But
the
I need
grounds.
to zoom out because
Wait,
I
no,
can't
I
see
see it.
anything.
I see it.
Oh, there it is. Oh, it's on the
Wait,
right
Man,
side.
I wish if I knew there was a party going on, I would dress myself up. Like I'd have made a token specifically
Ah,
dressed up. Also,
see what-
very nice touch with the anime people on the top.
Yeah, there's people everywhere.
oh god,
Ah.
I'm breaking roll 20. There we go, okay.
As you guys descend the stairs, a blonde-haired man who looks very nicely dressed.
Is he from Pandora Heart?
I have no idea. I picked these things at random.
Oh my god, that's Jack from Pandora Heart.
Well, you're welcome, but today he's not that. He's a guy who comes up to you and says, "Well, there you are. Here I am. Impress me."
Oh. Oh, now it's awkward.
I whisper to Lilina, what do we do?
We should probably introduce ourselves first.
I don't know. I'm assuming he's talking to you, Mai, because that's just...
No, it's all three of you in general. Just
You
I don't
made
want the
it awkward
tokens.
now that you've given me Jack from Pandora Hearts.
I'm waiting.
Hi.
My name's Mai.
Hello, good sir. I am Isaac, the Star
I
Searcher.
guess I give a small curtsy. I'm Lilina of Vanahel.
Yes, Lilina, my Isaac, and I was told there was a fourth. Guess I've been told wrong.
Still not feeling too well.
Why are you impressive?
Why are we what?
Why are you impressive?
Why are we impressive? Because we look proper fancy?
And I don't.
I didn't know that was him talking because you haven't put a voice on.
I don't really have a voice for him, just annoying.
God damn it! That's not my
Damn,
fault.
this is hard.
Yeah, it is.
That was me. That was Isaac talking because I said damn.
Damn.
Alright then. See, I've wasted my time. Oh well, good day then. And he starts to walk past you.
Lilna, come on, you're the smart one of the group.
God. Get him back and say we're sorry to have insulted you.
He stops at the
you're-
bottom of the stairs and turns around.
Can't speak fancy. I have the the accent, but I don't know the words. You're
I'm sorry, good sir.
illustrious. Would you grace your name?
I am Derek of House Twine, if you did not know. But I'm not the important one, am I? It's you. Why are you important? Though it is most gracious of you to ask me my name. Seems that not as popular as we thought.
Oh, I feel bad for him now.
I
Why
apologize.
are we important, Lilino? Do we?
Because we're the star searchers. That's why we're important.
That sounds like a bad Pokemon name.
I doubt we
Star
were supposed to.
searches.
Oh god.
I doubt we were supposed to reveal our journey.
What are the... That sounds fascinating. I mean, I suppose for an adventuring party it's a good name. Star searches. Reach for the stars. And what have you.
Why, thank you.
I've changed my mind. I'll at least consider it. Take everything I've learned here back to my family and we'll get back to you.
Oh, why thank you.
And he leaves.
Oh god.
Hey, I think we should talk to Lady Highmark so we can see
Wait, does this mean he's not going to be on the map anymore?
what we should do. To be exactly.
Lady Hydemark is coming into view just as Derek is leaving. She kind of like bids him farewell by curtsying, and he doesn't look back to notice. She looks up the stairs to see you all descending. I have not given you control of your characters.
Yeah.
Well, while you give control of while we give us control of the characters, I'm gonna be right back.
Hurry.
I'm on the map and I'm typing words and I don't know who this person is.
I like Derek, he's mine.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Do you just like the picture, or did you like his haughty attitude?
Both.
Oh. Well, he's all yours, because my character's indifferent. On all things.
I am true neutral now.
Okay, I'm back.
It's good to
Dang.
see that you're awake. I suppose that Kontu hasn't woken up yet.
Unfortunately, no.
No, he has not.
It would be much better to present you all four together, but I suppose at least having three of you here will make a good impression. Your ladies look wonderful.
Thank you.
And Isaac, you seem to have cleaned up quite nicely yourself. I would like to introduce Professor Alexander. He is a leading expert on iron stones and is here to help us. Good evening, children.
Oh, I haven't moved. I haven't moved up the stairs, sorry. I didn't know we could move our characters.
Good
Hello,
evening,
Isaac.
children.
Oh, Professor.
Pleasure.
I would
Good day
like
to
to
you,
tell you
Professor.
about the iron stones that you'll be seeking during this journey alongside of the shards. But the stairs is no place for a lesson. Shall we to Miss Hydemark's auditorium?
There's an auditorium? That's...
As you please.
lead the way!
Lady Hydemark leads the way down the western corridor.
This place is big. Wait, I walked in front
I
of
am
my...
naturally...
My.
awkward.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Oh, wait. I'm going. Where are we going? Oh, why is the door over here?
Because you walk around, not everything's connected to the stairs level.
Why are we talking? Why, this looks like a theatre to me.
Theater auditorium thing.
I'm gonna sit here.
Okay.
Oh,
As
same place.
as the children fight for the same chair in the entire room, piling on top of each other like it's the last seat in musical chairs. You
Oh
see,
my god, you couldn't write anything better.
you see a very small man, a gnome actually, with hair so red you would swear it's on fire. And judging by his look, it may have been at one point. Mrs. Heidemark looks at him. Felix, what are you doing here? Oh, your light fixture here was off by 3.2. Hi, my name is Felix. Felix Fix It. I fix things as we fix it.
Obviously not influenced by
Him too.
Unknown to do. Not me personally. I prefer to invent rather than fix things. I mean, I do fix things like the fixture here. I'd like to say thank you. And
raise a hand, like if I have a question.
I'd like to say thank you. And to you for 3. There's 3.
I waved at him.
And introduce myself, of course, as I did before. My name is Felix. Fix it.
Felix, you look familiar. Do you have a brother maybe named Ralph?
No. I do have a sister. Her name is not Ralph.
Oh, okay. Sorry to bother you.
Yes. So thank you very much for this
Aw.
opportunity.
Can we keep him too?
Why? You have too many pets. Please no.
Aww.
He has pets? Was that knocked out for that long?
What is your reaction besides poking fun at my references to this strange young man?
I like him.
Oh, that's right. I have something for you. As I am an inventor, I invent things. I tell you what kind of things I invent, except that I haven't invented them yet. They don't yet exist, so I can't really do that.
Oh, I'm interested. I like new things. Go.
But I do have this. And he drops his backpack on the floor and he reaches into it and he produces 2 very complicated looking metal discs. He said this is a spring-loaded gear-powered wire cutters. Yes. I'm not very good at namings. The words always mix up. But what it does is the pressure plate on the bottom here, when you press it, I actually probably shouldn't mess with that. When you place it, the pressure plate puts the last reagent into the the magical trigger, and after about 5 seconds, it's set. Once it's set, activated as you will, when anything comes within 3 feet of it or so, anything larger than a dog, it will activate the springs in the inside, working off the magical trigger to shoot wires in all directions via these weights attached to the end of them. And then where the gears inside return very, very rapidly and essentially cut the target to shreds, ribbons.
The only problem is you said it works only things heavier than a dog, so I'm guessing rats wouldn't work?
No. Anything larger than a dog. The magical trigger is a proximity trigger. You don't have to step directly on the device. It's very, I wouldn't say delicate, it's just not recommended. But yes, the other problem with it is that it doesn't differentiate between friend or foe. So once it's placed, I highly suggest not going back through that area until the trap has been triggered. What Lady Heidemark's funding will be able to do. As some of the funding from this party benefactors is going to make my research, and what it will allow me to do is perhaps research new magical triggers for such as this, so that only enemies will trip it, or to protect the allies of the person who sets it. Also, perhaps finding better wires to increase the damage or the range of such a trap. So yes, I'll also be working on many other things. You can come to my shop in the market district. I have a shop set up there in my laboratory. You guys can come by anytime.
I'm not gonna forget where we need to go.
Very interesting.
So yes. I will
Thank
have
you.
to charge you.
Where was it? Market district.
Market. I will have to charge you for traps like these, as the funding is going towards research rather than yes. So an item like this trap, the spring-loaded gear-powered wire cutters, they which cost about 20 gold piece. 10 though for you, the adventurers.
Thanks.
If that would be all, I'd like to return to my laboratory, if possible.
What a truly fascinating device.
I like it. Can we have one?
He hands you two.
Yes! Thank you!
These are my gifts to you as a kind of a sign of goodwill, a token of my appreciation and affection in a way. My name is Felix. Felix Fix-It.
Felix, of course,
We fix things. We fix it's unknown to do.
Very
Write
interesting.
everyone's name down. What was Derek's last name?
Very interesting, Felix. Thank you.
He bows and says thank you. Bye. Goodbye. Thank you again. He hops down off the stage, and you can only see like his hair over the tops of the chairs. He actually stops at the door. Well, one more thing. As you are investigating Thessalonian ruins, I've been briefed slightly on your mission, on your quest, grand venture. And as you will be exploring Thessalonian ruins, I'd like to make a request. They were very good at clockwork machinery, so if you find any item of that sort, like a spoon with a gear in it, or anything, really, I would be quite happy to get my hands on it. So yes, if you find anything like that, I would be most grateful.
I will keep an eye out.
We'll keep that in mind, Felix.
Okie dokie.
Thank you.
See you
Bye.
later.
Bye. He bows to you several times, some of you twice, saying thank you, and he leaves, still fidgeting.
Very interesting device. I like it.
I like him.
Just wish it could work on like rat-sized things.
So, who's taking the two of them?
I would say Isaac would take them.
Okay.
Are they small enough to fit into pockets?
No. They're about the size of Kontu's hand, and about 2 inches,
Wow.
2 inches tall.
Where do I put it?
I don't know. Felix wasn't thinking about your backpack.
Which I have none, because they took.
Which Felix runs back in, jumps onto the stage, grabs his backpack, says thank you a couple more times, bows several more times, and leaves again.
Aww.
Have a handbag for this either. Not that a clutch would fit that.
Just leave those there. Slide them under the chair. You can get them later once you've gathered your items together. For now, we must listen to Professor Alexander's lesson.
Yes.
Okay.
The professor walks up to the front of the stage and takes his position. He reaches into a small pouch and releases several different colored stones. There's a dusty rose prism. There's a deep red sphere, a dark blue rhomboid, a clear spindle, and they all start to circle his head, slowly clockwise. Iron stones are made out of a very particular metal called sky metals. There are several different types of sky metals, but they all have innate magic properties. The thing about this magic is that it is alive, it is picky, as one. You know, I think it would be better if I just show you. Would one of you children come up, please?
I
I will
stand
if no one else does.
and I'll head up.
Excellent. And your name is Lilina. You are the elf.
Yeah.
As a sorceress, you are not a stranger to magic properties, are you not?
Indeed, I am not.
Excellent. He takes a deep red sphere out from another pocket, and he hands it to you. It's about the size of a golf ball.
Okay.
Now, squeeze it in your hand once and release it, and it will start to circle you.
Okay. I squeeze it and then let it go.
You feel a +2 enhancement to your dexterity.
Sorry.
Huh.
Now,
Ooh.
tell me what you feel.
I feel dexterous more
Why?
so than before.
Good. That is the magic of this deep red sphere. Now, try this one. He takes another deep red sphere that looks exactly the same, and he hands that to you, and he asks you to switch the two spheres. So to take the one from above you, and to activate this new one.
Okay. So I pluck out the one from the stack and I hand it back to him, and then I squeeze the other one and let it go.
You feel a +1 enhancement to your dexterity.
Hmm.
And how do you
Yes.
feel now?
Dexterous, but not quite as much as the other.
Exactly. Now, let me show you children why. He asks Mai and Isaac to come up close to the stage.
Okay. Close to the stage.
Well, so that he can show you.
Front row.
Lady Hydemark stays in the second row. He takes the two spheres and he rolls them in his palms, and you see that, and he points out, right here, upon the inside, this small crack upon the inside of this sphere. Because it is damaged even slightly, the magic no longer works as strong. Now this one here, and he pulls out a third dark red sphere, this one slightly bigger than the other two.
Okay.
This is a flawed sphere. If you were to use it, you would feel the same properties, the litheness, the swiftness that comes with the power of the dark red sphere, but your body would also feel weaker. As if your constitution were being taken away from you. The magic is very, very finicky. Picky about how exactly to allow one to use its abilities. And that's why only master smiths can craft such items.
Fascinating.
The shards that will come from your journey are made out of sky metal. Lilina, if you could show me the shard, please.
Do I have it on me?
You probably do.
Okay.
For all
pull
intents
it-
and purposes.
I pull it out of somewhere.
Actually, Lady Hydemark hands it up, because she knew about this lesson.
Awesome.
The
That
shard is about from elbow length to the tip of your finger of sky metal.
That's a pretty big shard. I thought it was smaller. I thought it was like dagger sized.
I thought it was smaller too.
I want
I
to
thought it was dagger sized from what I remember last time.
That's probably
Oh.
okay. I'll say, because I was looking at pictures and it looked bigger than daggers. Maybe like a short sword. Probably smaller.
Because
Okay.
This
if I did have it on me, it would probably be in the glove area.
this is a large piece of sky metal, to have it behave in such a positive manner was unthinkable. And the fact that this is only one of 7. Zin Celeste used 7 different types of large pieces of sky metals and balanced them in such a way that they all complemented and flowed with each other. Just this small amount of deep red added to this sphere starts to create problems with the magic. And something as big as the Shadron, if one thing was out of place, the magic would be quite angry. That is why the shards are cursed. Being split from each other, the balance no longer there, no longer appropriate, no longer checking each other. The magic is fighting itself. It's angry. And that's why they're all cursed. The curses are very volatile, as you've seen with the Shard of Pride.
I looked at Isaac. Yes, yes, we have.
I know that feeling.
My job with Lady Hydemark will be to research the curses of the shards, and then find the appropriate amount of sky metal in the form of an Ioun stone to balance it back out. Each of them individually. I hear you were a student at the school that I teach, in the Ivy Quarter. If I may speak to you privately, I have a request to make of you. Lady Highmark speaks up. Isaac, I'm sure you're famished. Why don't you come and get a bite to eat? Nothing too heavy, as you've just woken. Lilona?
Yes.
Yes.
She leaves, along with Isaac, and hopefully Lilona in tow. He does not let you keep any of the Ioun stones, by the way.
I didn't plan to.
Shockingly.
I'm assuming this table is where the...
I like
The
how
food
you're
is-
leading the way.
Yes, this table is
I'm
where
hungry.
the
I'm like smelling the air for it. Oh, it looks so good. I'm famished.
Okay. He looks down at Mai. He steps off of the platform. Stepping off, he starts to float. And his form changes slightly.
I cannot see that. You can
What is
have a
that?
Smallest picture. I don't know where my glasses are.
His hair recedes. Runic markings show up all over his body. And his eyes glow green. Our dearest,
Oh, Nelly.
our dearest daughter, you've been away for so long. How are you, Mai? You recognize this man as a father of your order.
Uh-huh. I'm okay. Sadly, we lost one of our teammates in the last hunt.
That is quite terrible news. Here, show me your vengeance. And he puts out both of his hands palm up, waiting for you to put your hands in his.
I put my hands in his, nervously, because...
This is actually you're actually kind of used to this. Elon's
Okay.
talk mainly Elon's talk primarily through their minds.
Yes, however, naturally as an actual human being.
Huh?
I'm talking as if I was talking as myself
Oh.
right now. Yes, I put my hands in his and
You see the
think of my adventures, I assume.
you see the past few weeks fly by in your memory, going back to the skeletons that you met in the graveyard on your way to the Fallen Fortress, all the way through that adventure, the falling of the final troglodyte as he hit the floor. fast forwarding all the way to finding the piece of paper that led you to Lady Hydemark and the adventure so far, leading up until the death of Shin and the return to Lady Hydemark's manor. And to think, when we sent you to the Phoenix Flame, it would lead you to the reforging of history. Life always has a way of surprising us, does it not?
Indeed.
Now, speaking of the Phoenix Flame, I'll be taking that map now, if you don't mind.
Oh hey, yeah. She still has the map and it's
Oh,
like
God.
back like a week ago or something.
I remember that.
For all intents and purposes, you have the map.
I was gonna say, I definitely brought this with me. I open my bag. I'm assuming I have a bag. I open my bag. I wouldn't have just been walking around with a piece of parchment going, woo, you know.
Let's assume we have a clutch.
Yeah, we each have clutches, you know. Snazzy. Clutch big enough to hold a piece of parchment. Well, a couple of pieces of parchment. Basically, I open my bag, take out the rolled up pieces of parchment, of which I have drawn upon, and hand them over.
Roll 1d8 plus, or 1d20 plus 8.
Slash roll 1d20 plus 8.
Yes, that is your craft artist check.
14.
This is quite well done. Seems your details could use a little work, but it is quite nice. Thank you for this. And he hands you a small silk pouch filled with 100 gold coins. Make sure to split that with your adventuring party, as you are all stronger together than you are apart. Now I have another task for you.
God, I need to take notes.
The
Wait a
fallen
second. The pen doesn't like to open very easily. Carry on.
The fallen fortress was a tower known to man, and just a simple tower. However, the Thessalonian ruins that you're about to embark on, that go much deeper than the crow's nest itself, are complex, wild, and forgotten by history. The reason that when Lady Hydemark needs my help in research is that the Thessalonian histories have been forgotten by man, and this should never have come to be. We must always learn from our mistakes, but how are we to learn if the mistakes are forgotten? We must reforge this history. We must never let ourselves forget it again.
So you want me to record what is in the tower?
Yes. Any mural, a statue, the layouts, re-record history. And because this has been long forgotten, the gold that I can give you will increase significantly.
It's Koki.
Some things are more important than others. Keep your eyes sharp. But as I was venturing through your mind, I found that something is troubling you about this journey. Some sadness. What is it?
I wasn't aware that there was sadness. I don't know what said.
Seems you do not even know yourself why you are sad. Well, I believe it stems from the injury that comes to your adventuring party members, and that it's difficult when you can't protect them all.
Yes.
Which you had actually told me out of character.
I had told you that. Thank you. Yes, sometimes, but I'll go back to this. Yes, sometimes I feel as though I cannot help all of those around me, and it saddens me that I cannot be of use to all my friends / party members.
It is always troubling when pain comes to ones that we love, or that we care about. But where, wherever there is strife, there will always be triumph. That's what makes a good story, after all. But I understand your plight, and I have something for you to aid in that. He reaches his thumb and forefinger to a pouch and pulls out a long silver chain, at the end of which are two hands clasping each other at the wrist. These are the helping hands, an item specific to our race. What it will allow you to do is when you manifest a power that would only affect yourself, all you need to do is touch an ally and pass the power on to them. I know that you know the shield spell, one that protects one's body from sword and arrow. With the helping hands, you'll be able to cast it on another with a simple touch. You would, of course, lose the power from yourself, but great sacrifice is sometimes necessary, as is seen with the passing of your dear ally.
Indeed, I thank you for this. And wait, I've broken my computer. There we go. Back in the room. I put the necklace on because now my clutch is empty. But you know, it's the thank you for sending me the picture.
You're welcome. I'm actually trying to make it show up on the screen for the player, for the viewers. Nope, not gonna show up. All right,
Woo!
that's fine.
Take my word for it, people watching this. There is a picture on my screen.
As the picture
Promise.
shows up on their screen.
Yes.
Well, I'll let you get back to your friends. And remember, keep your daggers sharp and your mind sharper. You'll rewrite history, Mai. By the way, it seems you did not sign your name to the bottom of this map. Would you like to do that? So that generations that see this will know? It's really an up to you decision.
I can do.
He brings it back out and produces a pen in which you can sign your drawing of the fallen fortress.
I sign it in my usual signature and date it as to when we went there.
Wonderful. Those who now wish to research it will know that Mai has left her mark on history. And I know that there will be several more marks as you go along. Take care, our sweet daughter.
I will come visit you soon.
We look forward to it. I don't know if this order hugs or not.
That's what I was just thinking.
He gives you a gentle customary farewell, whichever that entails.
Okay.
We weren't very clear on Elon society. Anyway, so you can go to the kitchen now.
Woo!
To find that
Everyone's
Kontu,
eating all the food.
to find that Kontu is awake
can't move.
and with them and eating.
Did he change, or does he still have shaving cream on his face?
No, he doesn't have shaving cream on his face, at very least. But, Bradley, can you hear me?
Yeah.
There was a suit when you woke up, and an empty mannequin next to it. Your suit is on a mannequin. It looks like it would fit to you, but it doesn't seem to be anything there but a cup of what looks like cooling broth.
Okay.
Do you change into the suit before you leave?
I mean, I'll put on some pants and the shirt, but I'm not putting on the whole thing.
Okay.
Oh, I made it for you. I'm sorry, I don't care. I'll wear the pants and the shirt and maybe the tie. But not.
Anyway, as Mai comes back into the room, she just hears the ending of a story, and I still haven't found that band-aid.
Oh, good. I'm glad I came back.
It was a short while ago after saying that it was nice to see Bradley, or Kontu, derp. She said that it's good to see you awake, finally able to join us. She will let your allies brief you on what's going on while she goes to fetch someone. She goes fetching.
Fetch away.
There
see you're
is
awake,
food
Kontu.
all over the tables, which look like more of hors d'oeuvres. Kontu comes down. Luna, why don't you describe what Kontu looks like without the oversuit?
Without the oversuit.
Because he didn't
Well-
put that part on.
Well then, considering he didn't want to put on like awesome things, he's currently wearing just a white dress shirt then with like black dress pants with a black dress shoes, black socks, with like black socks with like white diamond shapes near like the top of it, and there's a white handkerchief which he probably left there because doesn't have a suit right now, and
He's done to.
But he's still probably the fanciest looking orc you've ever seen.
and there is one thing which I don't know, where do the cufflinks go exactly?
Cufflinks go on the underdress shirt.
Yeah.
Okay, well then
He would have
then
those.
he has cufflinks of like the pin that he used to wear.
Oh, the Ionian pin.
Fancy.
Ionian cufflinks.
Fancy.
Okay, so
I'm
we
on
didn't
way
do
getting all
anything.
that stuff ready.
A slender female with silver hair and a large, elegant blue dress, or black dress with blue embroidery on it, walks in from outside. She sees the four of you and curtsies.
I whispered to Kontu, damn.
She curtsies and speaks.
Confused me so much. I thought there was like a little room to start with, and I was like, why would you?
What's the point of that room? That's what I thought too. Like, what?
Tiniest room. So what?
Anywho,
Now
I
that you
bow
said that,
and
it all makes sense now. So.
I bow and say hello.
I scratch my head.
Evening. It is evening, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It
Good
is-
evening.
Good evening. My name is Dazzle. I'm here on behalf of Eric Celio, the Duke of Ambrosia.
Duke of Ambrosia?
You can roll a knowledge geography check.
Yeah, I think I have one of those.
I don't think I have
I
the
don't
I
have
do have
it.
one of those.
I only have local.
I have
Ah,
knowledge.
I'm only local either. Also.
I have knowledge geography.
And
Well,
Dutch.
Does-
Way.
Does Kontu
Yes.
care to roll it?
I don't care, but I'll do it for the team if they want.
You guys look at each other. Ambrosia, Ambrosia. Hold on, let me
Kontu's
see if
like-
let me see if I know anything about
He's like,
this.
well, I've heard of this.
Like, depending on what Kontu rolls, either changes to Ambrosia or fine, it's
Wow, that's the only knowledge he has. The fuck? That's the only knowledge he has. So roll
Well, I mean,
your
I've been wa-
I may be
I was
short,
wandering my
but I
entire
know a
life.
heck of a lot of this world.
roll
I
your
was
one
wandering
d.
my entire life, so
Well,
Yeah,
marshals are
lessons.
supposed to like lead people over terrain and through into battle, so I guess geography works. 1d20 plus 5.
Go, go, go.
not good at all.
Oh, oh.
The name sounds pretty.
I put my faith in you and you let me down.
Ambrosia, that sounds nice.
I apologize, but I don't quite know where that is.
Well, my son
This
knows
is
where
like
you
completely,
are,
like, off
as
subject.
as is the reason I'm here. We heard you are going on a quest.
That much is
If you
true.
need our
yeah.
coin, you must know that that my sir does not like boring adventures or endeavors. So tell me, what is it that makes your endeavor so special?
We are out to search for an ancient
Stars.
Thessalonian treasure.
Thessalonian. They died a long time ago. What
Indeed.
use could their treasure be in today's age?
Uh, the Thessalonian treasure we seek holds great magic.
There are great magics all over the world. Some more difficult to find than others. Are these one of the more difficult ones to find?
Very difficult, unique, very unique.
How so?
In the ancient time when Zin was around, these were under his possession.
So I guess we're telling them?
Apparently.
I'm keeping it as under wraps as I can.
As vague as possible.
Yeah. Because Zin probably has a lot of things that he's known for.
Zen. Celeste. The Thessalonian sorcerer. Tell me, what is it that you four wish to gain from this endeavor?
I personally wish to gain insight into the Thessalonian culture.
She turns from the elf to the other three who are in the corner not talking.
I wish to gain knowledge on certain people I would like to find.
And to Mai.
I thought Kantu was going next because he was the next, like, round the table, but sure. I'm interested in recording the history of the Thessalonians for future generations.
I really hope that's sincere. And to Kantu.
What?
I kind of just continue eating and really don't say anything. Because I have nothing to say.
She turns back to Lilina. Knowledge and histories are quite important. Tell me, young girl, is it perhaps the shards of sin that you seek?
Maybe.
It is not something we can speak of out in the open, really.
Well then, I'll tell this to no one in particular. That if you not have yet to find the shard of lust, and its curse has not yet been lifted, I would very much like to get my hands on it before the curse is gone. She places a small blue
I find
rose,
this awkward.
a small blue rose pendant on the table, next to a pouch, a black pouch, black silk pouch. There we go, black silk pouch, and tied with silver rope, thin silver rope.
I would like to add... No, never mind, I won't.
This sounds like it's right up your alley, sir.
I would like to add, a lady of your beautifulness does not need such
Beauty?
a... Yeah, a lady of your beauty does not need such a...
Your beautifulness.
Shut up! Wisdom is not my strong suit.
We wonder why Isaac never gets the girl.
Oh,
Wisdom is literally my lowest stat. A
Aww.
woman of your beauty would not need such a cursed artifact.
Give a small glance at Isaac.
Beauty has nothing to do with it, young half-elf. I only wish to seek... My sir wishes to seek... entertainment.
Okay,
When the
then,
time
well,
comes, call for me. A moment sooner, and I will not be pleased. She leaves and walks out the door. Her black, elegant dress swirling.
It was blue.
Wow.
It's black with blue accents and embroidery.
Oh, that makes
I think... I'm gonna assume she can't hear me anymore, but I say it really quietly, though. Wow. That guy's an asshole.
that guy.
The guy who seeks, who seeks pleasure from her.
Is anybody taking the rose and pouch, by the way?
I will take it.
I can
Oh,
Isaac dives across the table.
I've got a clutch to put it into.
yeah, same.
I got it. I put it in my pocket.
You put it in your shirt pocket. These
I put-
suits
I put
don't
it-
actually have pockets.
I put it into my.
Well, suits have like that inner pocket, do they not?
You also see that there are several silver coins, counting 50, none of which you recognize. They all seem foreign. Similar to each other, but foreign. The
Alright, cool.
lady from Ambrosia. Anyway,
He wishes.
Lady Hydemark enters the room, followed by two females.
I curtsy.
I bow.
Hi, I'm Silly. Then, no, wait, shit. Sorry. Restart. Hold on.
I think that's the best out of
I have a better. Hi, this is Lily. Call me Elena. And this is Selena. Call me Silly. We're Shinefinders. That is to say, we represent the Shinefinder family name and shop. We're here because adventure means treasure. Shinies! And shinings means profit. This being a trade city, there's a lot of untrustworthy merchants. And it's always hard to find someone who will give you a straight answer on the value of things. But really, really good with the value of shinies. So, if you sell directly to us, we can always give you a fair price for them.
How old are these people?
They look like children if you didn't know they were halflings.
It was
So-
Elena and who?
Elena and Selena, Lily and Silly.
God.
That's going to be a little bit weird. That's definitely weird.
I've written everyone else's name down, but that scares me.
Really?
They're just rhyming. They're just rhyming things.
Yeah, but they're weird.
I'm currently.
Oh, Elena and Silly. That's the thing she asked me to
Elena.
call her. Yeah. You seem like fair merchants. We will keep that in mind when we have things to sell.
I hope you keep it in mind when you have anything to sell. Do you...
I'll sell you this half. Oh.
Wow.
Looks like he's already been sold once before. No.
Ow! Why does everybody feel the need to turn on Isaac? I'm just gonna walk off into this balcony and then jump off of it.
Oh.
That hit me in the feels because I was sold too.
I'm gonna just lay down on the floor and then try not to cry, but then I'm gonna cry a lot.
We have a shop set up in the market district. Just look for the sunburst that's being grabbed by a hand. The hand of Uncle Shinefinder. God rest his soul. You know he's not dead. Well, he probably is dead. Uncle Trap Sugar, more like it. But he always gets out of them. Anyway, they start to talk amongst themselves.
Okay.
Oh, yes?
Don't really know what to say to these ones. Isaac, go. You're more their age level.
They're children. I can't hit on them.
They're halflings. You can hit on them. But
I mean, the perfect height. Oh.
What?
Oh.
I'm 6 feet.
Yeah, and they're 3 feet.
they're 4.
Or same difference. Still perfect height. I can't make these jokes and people don't get them. That's the damn
I
thing.
get them. It's just try not to laugh on my YouTube channel.
Mental
It's
stuff.
okay. It's okay. Out of context jokes and shit like that's terrible. Amazing.
One more piece of business. Miss Hydemark, are you sure that you won't give up that table that you have in the library? I know someone who will buy such a battle-scarred table. I'm sorry, dears.
I look at Isaac.
I'm sorry,
It
dears.
It was Helena!
But the table is not for sale. The story that it tells is important to me.
Oh,
Oops.
in the fields.
And stories are meant to be protected.
Wait, it wasn't Helena, it was Mai. Sorry, my bad. It was Mai.
It wasn't just me.
A finely dressed man in a long royal coat comes from the north.
I would just like to add out of context that me and Kontu literally just got back out of 4 days being starved and tortured, and we're missing a finger. And then, as soon as we get back, everybody's suddenly making jokes on Isaac. Nice going, guys. Nice going. Anyway, I bow to the man.
The gentleman.
The two girls curtsy as the man bows. The girls leave. He says, Miss Hydemark introduces him. Oh, I'll wait for Bradley to get back because the intro is nice. I have to stop it anyway because it's at an hour. Hold on. Okay.
I mean, candy.
This man walks in and bows, saying, stories must be protected after all. Children, this is Lord Gur of House Gix, Primarch, first Spell Lord, Defender of Kortos, and Primarch of Absalom.
Do I know him? Which I do.
Sheila, all of those titles make me sound important. Please, call me Gerald. Lord Gur, not only is that wildly inappropriate, that's also not your name. Sheila, don't spoil it.
I like him. As I'm bowing down, I'm like laughing and I'm saying,
Yes.
I like you.
Yes, call me Lord Gur or Primarch or whatever suits you. But that is my name. Who are you, children?
Lord Gur, I am Isaac Jones, the Star Searcher.
I curtsy very deeply and say, I'm Lilina Volnehale.
What the hell? He starts to think on that name while somebody else introduces themselves.
I also curtsy and say, my pleasure to meet you.
I'm Kantu.
And to get
I don't bow or curtsy or any of these things.
well met, and together you are.
The
We
Star
never really
Searchers.
figured out a name. We should just
A
call
group
it
of
Searchers.
misfits. A group of misfits.
A wonderful band of misfits.
Blink 182.
Oh,
Sheila, what is it with kids these days not naming their adventuring parties? I remember I used to be part of the Rising Phoenixes, the Swords of the Morning, the Back Alley Boys. I would really appreciate if you forgot about those times, Sheila.
Oh god.
Oh, these two have some history, I see.
I'm here to pledge my coin to your adventure, because if Sheila gets worked up about something enough to throw a benefactor's party, well, I'll be damned if I wasn't gonna show up for it. Not the city's coin, of course. Neferpater would have my head if I did that. But I come on a personal matter. See, there is a terrible chill coming. I hear from neighboring cities of wilting crops or dying livestock. Now, this could be unseasonable weather, or it could be a lich rising from the underworld to reclaim his forgotten throne, or an army of ice golems from the plains of frost crossing the dimensions to take over the ethereal plane. Oh, what I wouldn't give to be out on the field again. But nowadays, all I do is sign papers and secure trade routes and pass judgment, attend council meetings. But these are my bugbears, not yours. Yours are actual bugbears, and hydras, and goblins, and dragons. Oh, I remember the last time I fought a dragon. I never did beat him in his dragon form, but in human form, yes, I could go for him spell for spell, throwing them all over the Arcanium. Oh, it was a wondrous sight. I even beat him a few times. Sheila, what was his name? Von Duke? Von Helga? That silver bastard.
My eyes kind of
You
open
should
up.
have chimed in
like-
because you know. I know you know.
I do know, but he's telling a story.
Is it
Chime
his
in.
father? Her father?
Chime in.
I say, Tarek.
Tarek? Tarek was his first. How would you know? Fauna hell! God damn! Yes! Who? Do you know him?
I've heard much about him, about my father.
He pushes through my... Well, he makes his way past my... He pushes a little bit against Kontu.
Nudges.
He nudges my... He pushes against Kontu, knowing how sturdy he is. He also makes his way past Sheila, who moves out of his way. Yes. Yes, I see it in your eyes. That ferocity. Yet, that hint of gentility. That bastard was always holding back on me. I knew he was. Sheila, can I borrow her for a minute?
Everybody's getting borrowed.
So the little girls are still like listening at the door.
Oh no, they're gone. Sorry, they're...
I'll just go to the balcony. Get
Actually,
some fresh air.
he wants to go to the balcony. He leads
Oh.
up to the balcony, assuming that Lona's going to follow
I
him.
hope the door opens then.
Trying to be nice, but then gets stopped.
God.
Dazzle, don't phase through the walls. Get out here.
I can't move, but just putting that out there.
Oh, sorry. I assumed you
didn't
wanted.
interrupt.
I just wanted to assume you wanted to lean against the corner for the entire adventure, even when we
I mean,
moved
I'd
to
be
other
fine
rooms.
leaning against the corner. I'll stay right here. Whatever.
Don't play music
Right
against me.
Okay. Shh. This is show respect for everybody's personal encounters.
Sorry.
He looks out over the city. He puts his arms up against the thing. Look at this, Lilina. My city. Sometimes it feels like I'm ruling over 9 cities instead of 1.
It is a very big and beautiful city. It is.
Used to be united. Back in those days, there was revelry in the streets. Didn't have to worry about pickpockets or thieves or skazani or any of that. There was revelry, joy, happiness. That's also when we let our guard down. That was the beginning of the Age of Blades when we were attacked. The city itself defended itself. The singular walls, the sheer mass, that's what prevented it from being taken over. Back in those days, we deployed methods that I'd rather not deploy again, or ever see happen again. That's when the districts were created. Easier to rule over smaller pieces than one big one. We need to be unified. That was our strength. Like the Shadron itself. 7 separate pieces coming together to form one great power. It's unimaginable, really. As powerful as I and your father was, I can't even begin to fathom the power that the Shadron would hold. That could defend its city all by itself. I ask you as defender of Kortos, personally, daughter of the dragon Von Hell. Shit. that you would reforge the Shadevon for us, to help defend this city from the coming cold, whatever that may entail.
We will find it as quickly as we can and return it to the tower.
You know, your magic comes from your father, but your strength comes from your mother. That I can tell you for a fact. You see, one morning, your father was off his game. After much prying, I found out that he had taken a mate. A mate. A single mate. Dragons could have as many mates as they wanted. They're fucking dragons! But he took one. I teased him to the 9 hells for it, I'll tell you that. But as powerful as your father was, as powerful as a dragon is, how much more powerful does one have to be to have tamed a dragon?
Much, I assume.
Indeed. I'll leave you with that. You should get back to your friends. You should really think of a name. That way I don't have to call them the Friends or the Adventuring Party. It'd be much more interesting if I could call you... What was Isaac's name? The Star Searchers? The Reforgers? Even your party itself. An elf, a half-elf, an orc, and an elan. Yes. Your friends in Elan, I bet you didn't know that, did you? Quite an interesting race.
We did talk a little bit, and yeah.
What am I saying? Of course you would know. You're your father's daughter, after all. Sharp. Sharp with those damn talons. You know, I have one more request.
Yes.
As first spell lord, it is my duty to accept students into the Arcanium. Once your journey is over, I would be honored if you would teach at my school. I have no doubt that there will be much and more you will learn during this journey. You'll find power within you that you never knew was possible. Always push yourself, as your father did.
Yes. And it would be an honor to teach.
It's great to hear. I have one condition, though.
Yes.
You give me a run for my money. Me and you, on the field like your father. Ah, that would be wondrous. His eyes get like really distant. But
What?
if you learn that damn avalanche spell, could you at least warn a guy before you use it? Son of a bitch, I was buried in snow for half an hour.
I look like I'm thinking about something. You mean the iceberg spell?
Whatever it was, he summoned snow above my head and crashed it upon me like an iceberg.
I did plan on learning that one day.
Of course you did. Anyway, off to your friends. The forgers. That makes you sound like doors.
Question.
Yes.
What was my dad like, as he wasn't around when we were born?
Your father was the most gentle ferocity that I've ever had the chance of meeting. Every time we fought, I had a feeling he was holding back. If I were him, I would have just thrown the avalanche spells around all day. But he was more tactical. More... I wouldn't say flamboyant. I'd say fancy, though. Though fancy is not one befitting a man. He was a good man, if not aloof. Sometimes he'd disappear for years, only to come back and challenge me like it was the day before. He was a good man. It's a great dragon. Fucking great dragon.
Thank you. I curtsy and take my leave.
He bows. Farewell, Miss Lilina Vonahel. May you wear the name proudly.
Thank you for meeting with me.
As Lena comes back into the room, she just hears Isaac say, and so, they say every Wednesday, that monkey that I let go still appears in Cherry Village. Isn't that hilarious?
Slow clap.
Oh, Lilina, you missed a great story.
Yep, it was a great story.
Lilina goes into deep thought. Let me see who else I can introduce you to. She seems to be thinking for a while. And, she moves out of the way of the door as it swings open. A small girl in a maid's outfit and a smaller girl in a similar maid's outfit come through with empty trays. Excuse me, Miss H. Oh, this must be Isaac, the boy who was asleep upstairs. And
Hello.
she turns and she sees the orc in the corner. Her tray drops to the floor as her eyes,
I knew it.
as her mouth
Oh, I
gapes.
knew it.
Her eyes go wide, and she runs towards him, throwing her arms around him, and says, "Kontu!" Her big
I
eyes
knew it.
look up
How
at him.
come I
And,
knew it.
her big eyes look up at him and go, "You look so fancy." Bradley, if you could,
I'm
please
extremely uncomfortable. Like,
Who
being
are
fancy.
they?
could you explain or describe these two girls?
Which is the bigger and which is the smaller?
The one holding you is the bigger, Elysia, and the
Okay.
smaller one is Reyna.
Wait. Before Contus begins explaining, Isaac just holds out his hands. Like, wait, I got this. They're your pets.
Well, if anything, it's closer to I'm their pet, kind of. But that's not really what happened. It's so awkward being called handsome or whatever, fancy.
Okay, see, I assume that I know the actual story, but Isaac and Contu never actually interacted enough to, like, Isaac know his story, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, from what I know is that they're probably, like, their brother and... He was raised by humans, so they're probably, like, his brother and sister and stuff like that, but I don't...
Well, not.
The other one
kinda
is
forgot-
holding onto your cufflink and your wrist.
It's weird telling. Okay. Well, this.
You seem to know my new help.
Yeah, I do. I kind of was caught in their trap at one point, and they took me in for a while. Them and their uncle.
He helped us on the farm a long time ago. That was over 4 years.
4 years.
Was it
Really
more than
been
that?
4 years. No, it's like, has it really, I was just kind of, never mind. Has it really been 4 years?
Is that out of character or in character?
No, that's in character. That's like, has
Okay.
it really been 4 years?
I think so. Oh, I've so much to tell you. Miss Hydemark, can we go to the garden? She nods a little cautiously, seeing the two smallest children in the entire manor hold on to the biggest orc, or the only orc. Her eyes light up and she takes Kontu by the wrist, and she like bounds out the door.
As Contu leaves, I say, okay, well, there goes another person, so here comes another story. It was once ago.
Okay. Bottom over here. Bottom right, bottom left corner. Bradley,
see.
hurry. Run from Isaac's story.
before the story catches us.
The younger one goes over to the water and sits down next to you. The other one goes deeper into the garden. Okay, before any storytelling, I have something to give you. She reaches behind some of the plants. She brings out a large brown parcel. And she hands it to you. Open it. It's a pretty large triangle.
Do I open it? I mean, I open it.
Inside is a large familiar scythe.
Oh wow.
We brought Harvester back for you. I named it that. I've been sharpening it every day. It kept us safe when we traveled. That and Sis. What happened was, there was a cold, and last year Uncle got very, very sick. I tried to heal him with my my potions, but he didn't make it through. He said that we should find you, that you'd protect us. And so we went searching. Sis hasn't spoken since. Well, not to us, but she speaks to the animals. They seem to listen to her. We eventually made our way to Absalom. And oh, I became an apothecary. You know how I used to like to mix plants and stuff? Well, Miss Bombacher said I've been learning really quickly. I can mix my own now, too. Oh, I have something else. And she, reaches into, she takes a small silver, a small fat bottle. The liquid inside is silver and very, thick. It's called Quicksilver. I heard you were fighting like werebeasts.
Adorable.
See, watch. She pours about 1/5 of it onto Harvester's edge. The liquid seems to spread out and encase all of the metal. See, the Quicksilver seeks out the metal, and then it can slice through werebeasts, since they're weak to silver. Everybody knows that. It doesn't last too long, though. This bottle has 4 charges left. Miss Bombach made it. I made this one. And she brings out another that looks the same except has a blue ribbon tied around it. It doesn't spread as fast, and this one only has 3 charges since she has to use more. But it should last just as long and stay just as strong. When you're swinging it, the weapon around it, some of the silver comes off, so it doesn't last forever. It should help you, though.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll definitely need this. Oh, it's so awkward. That's so weird.
She wraps her arms around your neck, and she rests her head on your shoulder.
I don't feel like this is real. Like, honestly.
I've missed you. We both have. Fontu? Are you a hero?
I don't know. You could say that.
Because heroes fight bad guys and get treasure and have songs made of them. Songs that they sing in all the parties and the taverns.
Well, I haven't had any songs made out after me yet, but I've certainly fought some bad guys.
You were always a hero to us.
It hurts. It hurts.
Oh dear God, the feels.
Right? Oh, like it's okay.
You have to go back out there, don't you? To fight more bad guys?
Yeah, I do.
You'll keep the others safe, right? Like you kept us safe.
Yes, I will.
I'm glad. I'll be able to help too. I'll keep practicing my potions, and maybe they'll get better. I haven't made any healing salves yet. Not ones that don't taste really funny. But I'll keep working at it.
Quick out of character question. Which hand, it's completely irrelevant, which hand did the finger get cut off on?
Left.
Do they know about this finger?
She sees it now.
Okay. I was reaching out to put my hand on her shoulder with that hand.
Oh my goodness, what happened to your finger?
Some shenanigans. I kind of got into a bind. Bind. That's funny.
I'm not really supposed to use this, but she takes out a small, very small yellow vial about the size of her finger. It seems about half empty. And she unscrews the top, and there's a little dropper. And she drops she takes your hand in hers, and drops just a bit on the stub.
The stub. Okay.
The finger starts to slowly grow back. Its color is slightly off, as if non-tanned.
I certainly didn't expect that, but okay.
And,
great. So Isaac is the only one without a finger.
I was kind of just expecting her to be like, "Oh, what was that?" So I could. Okay.
It grows to full length, matching your others, and you like twist and move your hand, and it works just as normal.
That's fantastic. How did you? When did you?
Miss Bombach gave this to me. It's for when I feel really, really sick after trying a potion for the first time, in case I mess something up. I'm not supposed to use it lightly, so I figured that this would be a good use for it. There's still a small amount left. She only used like a single drop out of it. She puts it back into the inside pocket of her shirt.
I kind of just look at my hand in awe, I guess. When did you? You're so cool. This is out of character, but she's so cool.
Sugoi!
Oh man.
We should probably be
Okay.
getting back soon. I have to give drinks to the people some more. I hope Lady Heidemark will allow me to stay with you. I live in Miss Bombach's house, me and Sis. But we will come here every chance that we got.
Ooh, okay. Can I just give? I hug them. Just hugs. All the hugs.
They hug you back.
Okay.
The young one had been like playing with the fish in the river. She's like has her lips puckered and her cheeks are like going in and out like she's making fishy noises, and they seem to be like swirling like right below where she is, or like right in front of her.
That's so cool. Why are they so cool?
They both hug you.
They're so cool.
I'm glad that you returned safe.
I'm glad I got to see you again. I never thought I would see either of you.
You actually crying?
Almost. The feels. There's things. Wow. Fantastic.
So, as Con2 is having a moment, and nobody seems to be listening to Isaac's stories, he goes to the table with the harder liquor that's in the next room, and he sees Teresa on the floor. She's wearing a maid's outfit, and she has a tray next to her. Isaac, are you here? A tray. A tray. A tray on the floor.
Oh,
and
a tray. I thought it was a train, like a choo-choo train. I'm like,
no,
what?
a tray, an empty tray.
A tray.
She's got an empty bottle in her left hand. You know that it's empty because it's on the floor and sideways. She looks up at you. Don't judge me. This tray was empty, so I came to fill another one, and now that one is empty too. And I can't stand. You look very pretty. And she passes out.
I'm not judging. Is there any more liquor?
There is several on the table.
I pick one up since nobody was paying attention to my story, and even after captivity, people are still making fun of me.
You're easy to make fun of. It's not. You can put yourself in situations that are easy to make fun of.
I was being nice.
A girl in a maid's outfit, this time carrying a tray, comes in. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. This Isaac. Oh, I didn't notice you there. You look very handsome.
Thank you.
I never got to thank you for saving me from the shard. Not properly.
You're welcome.
It's my fault that you fell under the curse of the shard itself.
No, it wasn't. It was really no one's fault.
Truly, though, it was a terrible ordeal. I wanted to thank you. She's blushing kind of madly and
You're welcome.
she closes her eyes, the blush all on her face, and she has the tray like really close to her chest.
I'm not sure what to do. I'm not. You look very. I kiss her.
The most effective flirting.
I don't know what to do.
So you grab her. You go to kiss her. Your lips touch for a moment when... There you are, Isaac. Oh, it's good to see you up. Man, when I saw you on the bottom of that boat, I thought you'd never get to stand. But I told them, Isaac Jones doesn't fall from such a thing. Of course, when they asked that they needed someone to ride a boat to carry 2 unconscious men back to shore and still be able to fight off a tower girl if she needed to, why, there was no other person better than Donica Mycelin Latep, at your service. But, oh gods. Oh.
Yeah, let's not step on the door.
Am I interrupting something? Oh god. I'll let you.
But-
You know. I'll leave. I'll let you 2 kids get back to it. She nudges you. Bedrooms are upstairs.
Isaac
She-
is insanely blushing right now.
Does an about face and leaves. Natalia is similarly blushing. Here. And she, leans down and takes off her shoes.
Oh god.
And she hands them to you. These are cat burglar boots. I used them for... They're really good for sneaking around and balance. I used to use them for
Shoes sound like-
They're magic shoes.
Ah, never mind.
I used to use them for infiltration, but it seems I won't be going out in the field anytime soon. Just when you think that someone's heard you, or you're about to fall, the boots catch you. The magic only seems to work once a day, though. Finicky magic things. I wanted you to have them, for saving me.
Thank you. That's very sweet of you.
I-
I'll make sure to use them when going after Elia.
I should get back. And she scurries off without refilling her tray with drinks. Scurry! The party goes on for a while. You will make a pretty decent, pretty positive impression on people. most of which go nameless to you. At the end of the night, Mrs. Hydemark gets you all together as the final guest leaves and says, "We've got one more thing to do before we close the chapter of this. We close the chapter on this night."
I just walked through the wall since she got us all together.
Should I don't, but... okay. Walk away, sad.
They follow you.
I'm sure. I'm just gonna teleport because easy teleporting is easy.
They also teleport, taking your lead.
We're just amazing. You know?
They seem to like always stay in your shadow. But the four of you and Lady Hydemark leave the manor by yourselves. The girls have to stay here. I'm sorry. And
Hi.
you kind of expect what's going on. You take a bench cart, a special one that has a casket on it. You travel through the dark streets of the city towards the docks, and you have a good time to talk right about now. Or you could just travel in silence.
Martin's probably crying right now.
Okay, really quick question, really quick thing.
Thank you.
Oh my.
You wrote cat burglar books.
Okay, then change it to boots. I'll change it to boots, whatever you want.
He knew what he meant, mister.
They look like boots. They could be books, but if you try to read them, you'll have to roll a linguistics check.
Oh, man, I am filled up.
So, boys, how were you treated in the, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna treat the table like it's a bench cart. And I'm not gonna take Isaac with the two girls. I'm sorry. Mrs. Hydemark is at the head of this bench cart, which is, which looks to you like a table. Yeah, you guys can sit wherever you want. There's 8 seats.
Yeah, but we knew what happened the last time we were given a choice of seats.
What happened the last time you were given a choice to seats?
We all sat in the same place.
That's right. And that's when there were 24 seats.
Yeah.
So, you guys gonna answer that question?
What question?
So boys,
Isaac is typing, so...
what happened to you guys when you, were you treated well? You didn't look too good when we got you.
No, some very weird things happened. First of all, that shy girl, Naven, I believe her name was. She took care of us while we were there.
I remember her.
I remember her. Yeah. She was the one who didn't want to fight and didn't have a very good time with shooting crossbow bolts at you guys.
Gonna let Isaac type out a sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Isaac the Star Searcher.
I have a vacuum. More vacuum. Good. Good. It's a good start.
Also, someone cut me and Contu's fingers off.
It's a very odd way to spell finger, but I could explain.
The vacuum having?
I looked at your guys' hands. I'm like, wait, Contu, what's with your other finger?
I can't explain it. Some magical stuff happened. Uh, yeah.
All of the feels.
I'm really kind of still a little in shock, to be honest.
Choked up, if you will.
You could say that.
Isaac, the Star Searcher shows Lilna his hand, and he is indeed missing a finger.
Aww.
Yells, "What? How come your finger got to grow back? Do I get my finger back? Is it gonna grow back, or is that an orcish thing?"
I could talk to someone about it. I don't know. I'm sorry, I didn't mean for that to happen.
Fine. How come? What have you girls been up to?
Yeah. Anyway, after that shock of, I got less vacuum in the background. After that shock of Kunta getting his finger back, and I'm not. I asked them what they've been up to.
Well,
Mrs. Highmark raises an eyebrow. There is a. There are several bags in the hay next to the casket.
I glance at Highmark. Glance at Mai. Well, to begin with, well, we I kind of sigh. I'm just like, these are for you. And I just show him the.
I don't need any more feels. Stop it.
Oh, you're
Did
getting.
what all good girls do? We went shopping!
I face plant with my left hand, so you see -1 finger.
Inside the bag for Isaac is studded leather armor. If my control paste would work, thank you very much. I would very much like that.
One, I could copy paste it.
Okay, go ahead and copy paste it while I read off. Studded leather armor, a rapier, 2 daggers, a silver dagger, a short bow, a bundle of 20 arrows, a backpack to hold it all in, a bedroll on the top of it, flint and steel,
Why did you give me a bedroll? I have one in the.
50 feet of hemp rope, and a box of thieves' tools.
You got that back for me?
By the way, you notice on the cat burglar boots that there is room for every single one of the thieves' tools.
So it doesn't like
So
it doesn't.
cool.
That is cool.
That is so
Awesome.
Oh, I should add
They
these,
fit a little snug. You feel that Masterwork Thieves tools would that they were made for Masterwork Thieves tools, but they fit Thieves tools just as well. For Kontu, there is a set of chainmail armor, a heavy steel shield. This shield also has spikes, a warhammer, a silver battle axe, a backpack to hold it all in, with a bedroll, flint steel, hemp rope, a grappling hook, and a empty sack for extra.
Don't I have to have a thing that... Oh no, grappling hook I can just throw, right? Okay. I didn't know if it was like some game.
We also bought these dresses and those suits. Also, before you left, Mrs. Highmark, Lady Highmark, had you change back into your adventuring gear to give the farewell to your adventuring party member in proper attire.
Okay. So wait, how did they get dressed before this?
I suppose you guys gave them this stuff back at home just before you left. You can change. It's like we're gonna change back into our leathers. You can change into this chainmail armor, spiked shield, etc., etc.
Sure.
Now here's Kontu's question: do you equip the battle axe, the silver battle axe, the warhammer, or harvester?
Oh, I can't have the shield if I have harvester. I know that's two-handed, right?
Yes.
Both of the weapons I got for you are one-handed.
But sentimental value.
You can switch them.
Yeah,
Which
I
ones are
assume
you
I can
using?
switch them.
Just
By the way,
For right now, I feel as if the battle axe would be the most a useful one right now.
Quick
Also,
question: did that tea that I took when it just healed me completely, including the minus stats?
the what?
The minus stats that I have. Did that tea heal me of that?
Did
I
what
have
heal you of
temporary
it?
-2 on
You know,
stat.
I'm gonna say yes. You've been healed of it. While they were like treating you for bruises and stuff, they did general healing spells for sickness.
Okay, cool.
Also, the harvester I forgot to mention is a +1 keen scythe, which means it has double the crit range. It
Oh my.
deals, I believe,
Well-
1d6 damage.
Well, for how off like, how often could like I just like switch them out? Like if I have this like now,
You are a
Well, but-
walking armament. You've got a scythe on your back. You've got a crisscross of battle axe and war axe, or warhammer and battle axe, like as a cross, and then like in the middle of that you have a scythe straight up.
so badass. I
So
love
like
it.
you just reach behind you as a move action and pull out a new weapon.
Okay, I'm just gonna have them all on my back for now.
Like a true badass.
Yeah. That's so. Oh wow. You guys are too nice. You know. You didn't have to buy all these things.
Thank you. I'm still rearranging everything.
I'll pay you back. I swear.
Don't worry about it. It's our gift to you because of what happened.
We're all
Okay.
in this together. Cringe moment.
Bedroll.
Oh
Okay, I
no,
have
it deals 2d4 damage plus your strength modifier.
What
Because
does?
it's keen, it has a crit range of 19 to 20 and deals 4 times the critical damage.
Ooh.
It actually has the highest crit damage in any weapon possible.
Oh god.
I don't know. Hold on. I don't know if anything else has a ×4. The gnome hooked hammer has a ×4. That's an exotic weapon. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Do you have the information on all these things?
I will take care of that after.
Okay.
Well, most of my stuff is the stuff that I already had, so I'm just re-editing my character sheet and just saving it as a new one.
Do you
Just
have
so
anything else to discuss before you reach your destination? You can take care of most of this cosmetic stuff after.
I don't know. The only thing I don't know. It's the only what. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Oh man, I lost my flask of acid that I wanted to stuff down people's throat.
Okay.
You're so insane.
You guys reach the docks, and she takes you off. And you see that Samuel is there. He's prepared a second boat. It's got some hay in it and a large white sail. You're to send off. Mrs. Hydemark nods. I sent a letter to the monastery, and they said that giving him a proper burial here, where he fell, would be the most appropriate. You guys take some time and you load, Yes, you can, Lilina. That would be wonderful.
Awesome.
Do you have perform flute? Or perform music instrument? Anyway, so you guys load Shin into the boat. He looks very peaceful. He's dressed in the gear that he wore. He looks much better than he did when you found him. Miss Hydemark, they send the boat off by itself into the night. As Lilina plays a song, Miss Hydemark gives him some farewell words, saying that he was a strong man, and he had sought to make the world a better place, to bring something back to his monastery. But what he gave could not be brought back. but instead was left here so that others may venture forward and increase the betterness of this world. She hands Isaac a bow and arrows that have black oil-soaked tips. Isaac, if you would do the honors. And Samuel holds up a torch, ready,
Isaac,
waiting for you to light the arrow.
I light the arrow and I shoot it off into the sky, doing the honors.
Aim for the boat.
Oh,
Yeah.
aim for the boat. Sorry, I shoot it off into the boat. Sorry.
Roll an attack roll.
I missed. Damn it. I
Dark.
actually probably did miss. Wow.
The dark sky accented. Oh shit.
No way.
Click
Mine grabs the bow and attaches the arrow to a crossbow instead.
The dark sky is accented by dark clouds as the arrow goes a little wide of the boat. It's alright. Just always happens. Here, you've got 2 more. She hands you another arrow.
Just say it was because you were sad. It was because
I
he
was
was
sad.
upset.
I was sad, and then I. God damn it.
Oh god, it gets worse.
Arden, just help him out for a moment.
I
I'm
wish
sorry.
I could help. I wish I could help. I'm no good with a bow.
I'm sorry. Okay. I light up the last arrow. Come on.
He takes his aim. Isaac arcs high. The
Okay,
boat's getting
bit
a little
better.
further. He
Way.
shoots. Ah. As the boat got a little further, the arrow hits the side of the boat, and the flame snuffs out a little bit. You know, no one really has to know. It's gonna. The boat's made to sink eventually anyway, in here for the watery grave.
That is lame. What's the boat's AC anyway?
It was 15, then 17, and then 19. Cause you got a +4.
This is lame.
It's alright, it's alright. Lady Highmark pats you on the shoulder. It's alright.
Save
That's-
face. Have tears in your eyes.
It was
gonna
the
miss
it was
that
the smoke from the arrows and the sadness. There's too much dirt in your eye. Yes, let's return home. With solemn faces and maybe a few giggles, you all pile back onto the bench cart and take the same trip back to Lady Highmark's manor. New purpose in your hearts. Getting ready to face what comes with the dawn. Another shot at the Tower Girls. And that's where we'll end today's adventure. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. Thank you, stayers, for staying. And we'll see you next time.
Bye bye.
Don't forget, have all the feels.